Otherwise, we have a lot of problems. That's up to you. Send me an invite.
Alright then. Like I said, also Jack, get back on GTA 5 because since we're... Why can't you get on GTA 5?
Oh yeah, that's he's the only one who can't. We'll just say he's coming in from a business call.
I'm sorry, I found that.
Okay.
Yeah, this also I'll be right back.
Okay. Mash, unmute us.
Allow for current party. There we go. I should be heard now.
There we go. I know I'm heard.
I'm going to leave in just a second to go to drink, and then I'll be right back.
Yep, I'm on.
Now tell Mash to tell Mash to unmute us.
And to make it to where people
Jack,
can hear him.
unmute Matt and Kevin, and also come get on GTA 5.
You can't remember.
Never mind. Forgot. Just unmute them. I'm currently trying to get Outlaw in here as well.
If you kick him, you have to restart a party.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
And he makes it back.
Quick, invite the Shadow.
Where did Shadow go?
I'll send him an invite.
Yeah, don't.
Okay, Thundra. You know how to make yourself heard through other people's streams, right? On other people's streams. Party settings. Allow voice to be shared and do always loud or just in this party because we are streaming this session.
That way, if I'm saying some shit I don't want people to hear, it's normally not recorded.
Alright, allow for current party. Wait, we're streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's back in. Temp, when you get a chance, send me an invite.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. Okay, give me just a second. Let's see here. Shadow, you get an invite. Ghost, you get an invite. No. Ghost, you get an invite. There we go.
Let's see. Hey, Al, can you hear me now?
Sweeney?
Okay, I can hear him talking now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Everybody, this is going to be the first stream session of our, or possibly only first session of our GTA game. No, GTA. Our D&D game. We're doing it over GTA just because it's more fitting than a bunch of white dudes and a black dude sitting around a table.
A bunch of white dudes and a black dude.
Yeah, Outlaw, do you have GTA 5 or no? I'm assuming you don't.
No, I do not. I have a very limited library.
You're fine.
Okay, Tep, send me an invite to your CEO office.
Yeah, I have to drive there because yeah.
Okay, as for the sake of a roleplay aspect,
just give me a moment.
The ones you will hear known as Outlaw and Mash and or Jack will be considerably in our buddy CEO office. It's just a group call. Everybody introduce your character and or role as in this D&D game. Start off with you, Shadow.
I'll start off. Listen, hey, I'm Ghosty Shadow 1. Everyone calls me Shadow or Sweeney. Listen, I'm the GM for this game. It is a sci-fi based where their current mission is to liberate a planet. They may do it however they want. Genocide, diplomatic genocide, I'm waiting to see how they can surprise me. And the whole point of my role is, as I'm trying to fuck them.
Jack, your turn. State your character and a little bit about your character.
What's the point of life?
Come on, Mash.
Hey, that is
Jack,
Jack.
come on.
He's a depressed asshole that likes to fuck
Okay, if
people.
you're not gonna do it, Jack, I will do it. This is Jack. He does not like. It's not his actual name. We will not use it for privacy reasons. Do not use it.
You
Temp.
said it already, but don't say it again.
His character is. What did you say? His name is Ty. He's given himself a lot of names, but due to a joke in the first session I made with my first character, the DM has consistently every NPC ever calls him Tiny.
Because he is so extremely much smaller than the race themselves. The race, compared to everything, is like 3 to almost 4 feet taller than them.
Temp, state your character and a bit about your character.
Okay, does anyone remember what his name is?
Your character? Cinnamon Jack?
Okay, yeah, Cinnamon Jack. My character's name is Cinnamon Jack. He's the Antichrist. He's eaten 2 hearts, survived both of them, because, see, the special thing about these aliens is their hearts is poison. Very, very deadly poison.
A bit of mix of
hearts from
arsenic
this
and
race.
brown recluse venom.
Yeah. I've eaten 2 hearts from this race, and I've survived both of them, and each time I told them I was the Antichrist.
Now, Outlaw, a little bit about your character, considering since you have
What do you need
are
to invite to?
the CEO office.
No, Shadow.
Just state your character's name, a little bit about him. That's all you really have to do.
My character's name is Tom Foolery. Yeah,
All pun
literally
intended.
just. Yes, every pun intended. He was like an ex-arms dealer before the events of this campaign, and he's more or less just kind of a smarmy, suck-ass salesman type guy.
Oh, out of character, you said you wanted like an ion sniper, right?
A what?
An ion-based weapon. He mentioned that a lot in his for one of his weapons when you were trying to get his first weapons. I do have an ion sniper you could use.
No, yeah, that would
No,
work.
your old character did. You don't have anything.
Shut the hell up. Hi, I am Matt Ghost. I go by whatever the hell they honestly call me. But everybody calls me Matt. I've had 2 characters in this game. My first, Andrea Black. She was an ex-cop who had a violent streak a mile wide. Her death was by my choice and a bit of begging to the DM due to the fact that I really wanted her to die.
You sucked this dude.
But she died in battle with a chain sword, screaming Leroy Jenkins.
She died like a bitch on the table.
Ignore Jack.
Listen, Jack, if you do, I'll make you lose another inch off your dick.
Now, my new character, his name is Adam Gray.
I'm not saying anything else.
He how to explain? He was a nurse, but if you've seen the show The Following, you'll get the reference. He kills people.
Hey, I'll be right
He was
back.
a serial
I'm gonna
killer.
drink.
The character is based off the female nurse that spoiler alert, stabs the 2 main characters at the end of the very first season, where after you think everything's all good and well. Basically, the nurse friend that of Kevin Bacon's character. It's based off her, but dude.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that it's like a stream. Like people are watching this.
Nobody yet, but hey, it's whatever. Eventually, people will look at Critical Role.
Yeah, it's just kind
Hello,
of like
hello, people who are not there in TV land.
This is kind of like a why not kind of thing.
Yeah, this is what Shadow. You and me, our characters almost look exactly the same.
Hello. No, hold on. Listen. Hello, brother.
Made me nervous there for
How
a
are you?
second.
Our characters look almost exactly the same. I have a beard, a goatee. He's wearing a beret. We're both wearing sunglasses. We wear the exact same jacket. The only difference is pants and shirt.
Hello, brother.
Hello. Currently, we're waiting on Temp, as I believe he's doing something. But due to the fact that this has gone entirely over the internet,
He's trying to find the broadcast.
our
Upload.
more likely, yeah. Our DM Shadow will be rolling all the dice for us. It is on a system I think him and his friends came up with. Basically, D20s rule the world.
Shadow has friends.
More than you.
Probably, but still.
Mommy, Daddy, please stop fighting. The state will. And I thought you.
I do believe
Why?
I do believe Max qualifies as
What?
mommy.
That's the point. Nobody wants you.
I am a prize.
To someone else. To be
This is
won by
going to be
someone
great.
else.
But yeah.
To be
Welcome-
fair, you did
Oh,
give
yep,
me that
yep.
carnival instead of the goldfish. That's your problem now.
Stop reminding me of my mistakes.
Okay, what did I miss?
Nothing. We've just finished introducing. Whoever is going to take, who is the three of us that are in game in here, should take our seats, and we have the same goddamn haircut.
I wish I could
Okay,
play,
guys.
but I can't.
Hey, everyone, look at me for a moment. We doing this a different way. I got a gun now. I'm the DM. Motherfucker.
I think I've got the bigger gun at the end of the table here, boss.
Yeah, but man, fuck you.
It's freedom.
No, fuck this shit. I'm gone. Fuck all of you.
I'm sorry, put this.
That's gonna be
You
it.
just shouted freedom. That's. Oh god, what is that movie? It had Mel Gibson in it. He was
Man,
Irish.
I'm just a
That
guy
would be
outside
that
watching
would
all
be
this.
Braveheart. Oh my god.
Freedom!
Yep.
Guess I'm just the guy sweeping then. Just sweeping the floors, doing what I do.
This would be the perfect place for us to do that GTA 5 zombie campaign.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Just because we have the full map here.
Shadow did propose a zombie campaign.
We can do that another time.
I mean, it
I
might
can
make
go
a
in
bit more
first
sense to
person and look
start
at the map.
broadcasting when we're just now starting. Whatever.
Alright, now then.
I will spend the entirety of this session in first person.
You sure? Whatever.
Alright, alright, now then.
Started the session since I was like late getting here. Like, what did I miss if y'all?
Last
No one has
session,
started
you missed us finishing up the raid, and then my death.
Yeah, sorry, I like had to work a later shift.
Oh, no, perfect, fine.
Hey, you're fine, man.
By the way,
You also
Sony,
missed
if
me
you ever
rolling
wanna
so many
contact me
fours. I
about-
should be rich by now.
about joining the session, it might be a good idea to like text me and ask me because like oftentimes I'll have Discord muted.
Alright.
Yes, I must pull up my new character sheet.
I rolled so many fours last game.
Yeah, that was insane. And also while I'm here, I'm going to register as a CEO, so a little bit of stuff will keep being done in the background because money. And I'm broke as fuck in this game.
I need money because I.
Ah, yes. I guess this is where we introduced my new character because all we did was him meet the general.
Alright.
All that happened was he crushed the table and meeting.
Listen, yeah, I also as the DM, listen, to make this game a bit more interesting, I gave each and every one of them 2 superpowers. I've written them down and listen, at 1 to 20, and I roll for it, so it's customized. And currently, his powers, he has not discovered one, but the one he has discovered is his adaptation. If you ever seen the movie X-Men First Class, he basically has that kind of adaptation.
AKA
And
Darwin.
afterwards, listen, yes.
I was able
And
to
then-
adapt. Holy shit.
Wait, what?
Never mind, nothing. That's just damn.
Then afterwards, Ghost Slayer, or Matt as we like to call him, his old powers, since he is now dead, I can tell him. His old powers were listen, he had the power to manipulate electricity. So if you've ever seen the TV series The Flash, Kilgore is basically what he could do. And the other one, I had it written down somewhere. I don't know where to go. I can't remember, but whatever the case, fuck it. Alright.
Wait, you know what my second one is, right?
Oh yeah, I have it all pulled up.
I'm just asking because I have seen no hints of them so far.
Yeah, Jack's new character, Jack's current character, has bone manipulation. It is not the same as Wolverine's claws, because I would give him actual Wolverine's claws. He, however, can manipulate his bone to where he can have the claws, but they are still breakable, and his bones can heal back a lot quicker and more precise. Well, that's only if they actually heal up correctly. He's already been kicked in the chest, broke 10 of his ribs, and then didn't heal correctly.
He's also had 4 concussions to this date. It has surprisingly had no brain injuries.
Shadow. Maybe your next power is fucking regeneration. Wait, is that mine?
Regeneration would fix his brain, but it would not give him back the memories that he lost.
Hey, real talk. Is my second power regeneration?
What do you mean you're acting? What do you mean you're acting?
What?
Did he just mute us?
Matter of fact,
Yep, he muted us again. God damn it, Jack.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Neither do we.
Now, I'm going to see if the stream is working, if Jack did as I asked.
No.
And if I want to, I can find out what he's saying.
I told you, I'll tell you, Alex, what happened. Also, Matt, I forgot to write down your other power, so I'm going to have to re-roll for you again. Oopsie.
Wow, Matt. Wow, Shadow.
I still have the one.
Because this is the most thing I've ever seen.
I still remember the original one, though. However, that his elemental power, he can control metal. Jack's other one is he can control fire. Now then, what was the
I knew it.
Mash.
I knew it. I said it.
Mash, put your voice through on the stream, because you ain't coming through on stream.
Wait. Why did you tell him to control fire?
Because the dumbass already can figure that out. I told him. Listen, now is the point in time in the game to where if you think you know it and can figure it out, you can have it. Jack figured that out.
How did he figure it out?
His fire relic sword. It basically amplified it to where, whenever you grab someone, he actually burned their arm. It was nothing serious. It was like a little second-degree burn.
I got a question, Matt. Jack? Why did you just mute us to ask him that?
Shut up.
Now, Mash, I'm going to run you through of how to make it where your voice is heard on the stream. I want everyone to be able to be heard. If you allow voice to be shared, if you want to, just do allow for current party. Well.
To that though.
I couldn't hear you in the stream.
It says allows your voice to be shared. It says it's always.
Okay, that must have been because you muted.
Hey.
Nah.
Hey, Shadow.
Here. Yep, and also Matt. By the way, you are going to be giddy as hell when you figure out your second power.
Is it prototype? Is it prototype?
Is my?
It better not
is
be.
My second power regeneration?
I wouldn't tell you if it was or not. For all you know, he can have bone manipulation just like you.
I didn't forget to have metal.
Hey, is my second power regeneration?
No, it is not. That I can confirm. It is not.
Okay, yeah. I was just asking because that seems like it would be something hard for me to figure out just because of the fact that
the only thing I will tell you is that you've already used it.
That tells me literally nothing.
Probably.
No, it tells you a lot.
I mean, it tells you that you've already used it, but hey, there's technicalities, man.
Think of all you've done.
You've used it very. You used it very recently.
Was it
when I ate the heart?
No.
Does it
Didn't
affect
think
the
so.
strength?
Is it like Charm Speak from the Percy Jackson series where he can use it? He can suggest freaking suggestion.
It's not,
What's it
listen,
affect the strength?
I'm not going to listen answer Jack or Matt's the questions. I'm only going to answer Tim. Tim, that is 2 questions. I'll answer one more for you, and then afterwards, then you have to wait and actually have a better guess. I'll answer this one more for you.
Ask
Thank
if
you.
it affects your strength.
Hold up. It's not strength.
I mean, you weren't going toe to toe with one of those guys. He would have made me roll for that.
The only reason why he was able to survive the blocks is because the rolls were terrible, but they weren't good. So he still took a little bit of damage. It's just nothing kill worthy.
I forgot I had your list here. Because I was going to use it for the campaign.
I freaking knew it was fire, though. And I knew you
I
just
will
didn't
say
want to tell
nothing.
me.
But, let's see. I'm gonna send you a name and just tell me you don't have to say a thing.
Okay, this isn't the question I want to ask you. This is just something I want to make sure.
Also, guys, another thing.
This is my active.
You move around because you will get kicked for being idle.
Yeah, this is my active one, right? Not my passive.
Yes.
Am I right?
Did I use
guess?
it during the fight?
I'm not during the fight, but technically.
Technically?
Yes. That's all I can say is technically.
It's fucked up, man.
Am I right based on what I sent you on Discord? If I am, I'm saying nothing either way.
Wait a minute, Temp.
I might actually need my phone. Also, another thing. Listen, this is another thing out of character for anyone who may be watching this stream. Listen, is that alongside this, we're also on Discord. I personally, as a DM, prefer to have pictures that I find offline, sci-fi, anything like that. That way they have more of a visual recollection of what they're using. That way, it's more fun whenever they actually have to come up with something like, oh yeah, I decided to stab them. You have a battle axe. That doesn't work. It's more fun that way.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how right am I based on what I sent you? Because I think that's what it is. I'm not going to say it even if it is that, I will not tell him. I swear.
If that's what you see, that's what you think it is.
That's based on.
From let's see, from 1 to 10.
Yeah.
1.
Shysta.
The fuck did you ask him?
Well, I forgot I had the list because I was going to use it in another campaign.
Since this is a 1, then there's no way it's mine. What did you ask?
I'm not telling you because that could end up being someone else's power.
I mean, what would be the point? You wouldn't know about it until.
All right, now then, now then, we should now move on with our game. Listen, is everyone ready? Does everyone have all their stuff together? Are we good to go?
I'm good to go.
I gotta take a piss in about 5 minutes.
Alright, I'm gonna go through this. Outlaw, do you have all your stuff?
I have Discord and my character sheet up. I guess that's about
My
all.
brain is just dead.
It's like, Jack, do you have all your stuff?
I have my phone, but I have to use the bathroom in a minute.
Then go now.
You have like
Matt,
a
do you have all
timer
your
set for
stuff?
that?
I gotta take a leak real
being
quick.
kind?
Dumb. 1 minute.
I gotta take a leak, but I do have everything.
Alright then. Tim, do you have everything?
Yeah.
I just went.
Also, this makes me really happy that listen, as the DM right now, sitting in GTA 5, all I'm doing is have my arms crossed the whole entire time. This makes me really happy for some reason.
Yeah.
Sato.
What?
Remember when I said I had to use the bathroom?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, well, since Matt's going to the bathroom and we have to wait on him, can I ask one more question?
Sure.
The fuck do you mean by technically?
Yeah, I don't see how you can technically use an active ability, man.
You technically did
it's
use
like
it during the fight.
Being mostly dead and fully dead.
You technically used it, just not during the fight.
No.
Was it with this fight with me?
What fight?
The first
Have
fight
I
we had.
used it before?
Nope, you've never used it until last session. Last night is the first time you're able to use it. Basically now all of your second powers have become somewhat active. They are very, very basic, very, like minimal, but they are there.
I know this has nothing to do with it, but for some reason I just keep thinking back to the fact where I bet my fucking heart.
Has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it has nothing to do
Yeah.
with it, but like,
And also, I need once Matt comes back, I need him to do a 50-50 roll because I need to figure out which one he gets.
Out of what?
I did nothing special.
Actually, like, out of character, I have a question, like, Shadow.
Yes.
What the hell is my character doing? Is he just, like, frozen in place for a week?
He's just,
No.
he's literally just sitting there.
Listen, no. Listen, that's the thing. If you are not here for a session, or just don't feel like playing, or whenever you leave, but we keep going without you, what we do is, listen, I'll put your character into AI mode, basically, to where he's just casually going about the ship, getting shit done. Maybe every now and then I'll roll for him to see if he finds anything interesting or anything like that. You're just kind of walking around the ship, just kind of getting to know it.
Touching the walls.
I have like,
Smelling the scent of
I
pig's
had
piss.
the oddest urge I could, like, just so I could say, just to get a result so I could say a miracle, or so they say, and Corey's dick.
Nope.
God damn
Mind
it.
Shrink. I mean, if it's in the
Matt.
constellation,
not
Mind
Matt.
Shrink 3.
No, you were showing 4.
Shut
You
up.
just got half of it back.
Oh, you bitch.
Shadow.
No, not yours. Outlaws. Yeah.
Is there any way
Yeah.
I could get like a recap of what happened last night? I'm gonna be 100% with you.
Nope.
I don't remember anything other than the fact I got the eyes I wanted, I cut some dude's heart out, and money.
I'm not
Wait,
gonna
how much
tell you
money
because
did we get, by the way?
I already told you got for the winning. The way people there, they bet. The people when they dropped was $5,000 from people betting and stuff like that because you quote unquote won the bet. You doubled the inside. The players or the opponents, whatever they bet is doubled. So since they raised you $5,000, you have to give them the equivalent of $5,000 or give them another $5,000. So technically, you won $10,000 because that was you matching their credits. Then afterwards, from the bets up top of the spectators, the ones that lost the bet went to you, and so that was $1,500. But because doubled once again, and because listen of the special role I was allowing you all to get, listen, you doubled it. So you walked out of there with $13,000, all of your own personal loots, the chain sword, all that stuff. It came back to the ship, and also the peoples that you were fighting. So the plasma battle axe, the shield, the little axe, and stuff like that. And yes, for Temp, yes for you, their hearts. Listen, were all brought back to the ship.
I want the axe.
You two are currently. Can you shut up? With the battle axe or the little other one-handed axe?
I have the sword, so the one-handed.
Then it's just a standard one.
I mean, unless Matt wants it, he was the one fighting for it. No, Miss Black was. Never mind. Fuck him.
No, he
So,
still has Raina.
I
that
have
goes to
30 grand total.
Wait, what? How'd you get $30,000? Where'd the
Oh,
other
I'm sorry.
17
Wait.
grand?
Seven.
So 13.
My bad. 13? Okay, my bad.
Temp with those business practices trying to
Yeah,
be a
because
crude
technically,
businessman.
Matt's previous character, Miss Black, died, so technically everything, in a sense, went to you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
yes.
really?
He
Really?
has
That's
to-
definitely not
he
why
has
I'm
to
not
suffer
having
for-
this.
He has to suffer for making his character die for metagaming reasons somehow.
It is not, listen, technically it doesn't go to you, but the winnings go to you because, well, one of them died.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit about the equipment.
Didn't think so. You might be able to do good with a bigger battle axe, though.
Be 100% with you. The only reason I'm keeping the battle axe is for those fights.
I mean, that's a fine enough reason, dude.
We got a
I'm not
mission. I'm
saying
gonna bring my battle axe. No, I'm gonna bring my gun.
I get it. I'm bringing both, but I get it. Shit.
You don't have a battle
Also,
axe.
does
As
Spotify cost
in
money,
both
guys?
melee and as in both melee and ranged. What?
See, does Spotify cost money? Up on here,
I'm
does
not even.
Spotify cost money?
I don't know. I don't think it does. In fact, I'm fairly certain it doesn't. But maybe it does, Shadow.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Are you trying to get Spotify, man? You want to play music in the
Yeah,
background,
yeah,
don't you?
no, so yeah, I'm gonna have like some music playing. Because I'm not gonna play, because I'm not gonna play it from my phone, because then it will come through the mic, and
Yeah, that'd be.
I'm pretty sure the stream doesn't want to hear all my heavy metal.
So you said
Dude,
that it's
Shadow,
active now at very base
Shadow,
levels.
Shadow. I need to know. Favorite band. Favorite
What?
top three. Top three
Wait,
bands.
what?
Top three bands.
3 bands?
Top
Top three
three
bands.
bands.
Um, if I were to choose, it would have to be between Avenged Sevenfold,
Uh,
like
Now
some the
you're just on the
musician,
right side of hell.
like some Avenged Sevenfold, uh, Theory of a Dead Man, and what was the other one?
honestly, dude, at this point, you said Avenged Sevenfold, so you're okay in my book. You need anyone killed, I got you.
So Wolf Bear, what are your three? What are your top
Like,
three
and
bands,
then
and
the
why are they
last
all
one, and then
Nickelback?
the last one, it's not really a musician.
Sorry about
It's
that. I am
more,
back.
it's kind of it's kind of like a heavy rock electronic kind of thing. It's hard to explain. It goes by the
I've
name
never heard
of
of them.
Starset.
I've never heard of them, but you seem to like Avenged Sevenfold, so you can't be tone deaf.
Wait, Starset? Like,
So like
those are the
I
guys who
have
did the
I
song
have the Hail to the
Eve,
King
right?
and I have the Hail to the King and a City of Evil album.
I have those as
Oh,
well. I have both.
nice.
I have both of those.
Dope.
Well, Matt, you're not. Maybe you aren't so gay after all.
You can thank Dalton for that. He gave me a ton of his music, and I love it.
Yeah, he kind of got me into Avenged
Am I
Sevenfold.
still coming through? Because I'm gonna need to make sure my mic isn't like fucking me over.
We can hear you.
It's like saying yeah,
Looks like
yeah. Listen, if you can do that, I'm gonna go start a stream. I'm gonna go check stream and make sure that everyone else is coming through.
I've got a bit of Diamonds in the Rough. I got Nightmare. I got Sounding the Seven,
Oh, Diamond in the Rough.
Trumpet, and I've got. I don't know if that's the right one.
My musical taste tends to scare people because it'll go from like to a Cannibal Corpse in the same playlist, and everyone gets like mood whiplash because I have no way of organizing any of my playlists.
Oh yeah, I
It's
throw
just
all my crap. I
literally-
just throw my crap on shuffle.
I like having things in a certain order, but like that leads to like having like
good.
Red Wine
Okay,
by
good.
Bob
How long you
Marley
want
right before from like right before Hail to the King or Hurricane.
Like God.
Diamonds in the My favorite song has got to be Clinching.
Listen, alright, well, tell me this, Jack. What's your favorite Avenged Sevenfold song?
Honestly, that's a hard choice. It kind of changes every time I hear a new one. Not really, but you know, for a minute, you know what I mean.
The
Like,
singing's
I'm
pretty
not
good.
sure.
I gotta
Like,
find the name
right
of the one I
off the
like.
top of my head, maybe Requiem.
Really, Requiem?
I liked it. It was kind of dark, but I like the overall tune.
I really don't mind it, but it's just kind of.
I like MIA, Missing in Action.
Yeah, there we go. Like, me personally, my favorite one still is Welcome to the Family.
Oh,
That was good.
that's a
was
good one.
Oh wait, now thinking about it, like the first song I bought.
Actually,
from
A
them
Little
was
Piece of
not
Heaven's
really
pretty good
a
too.
guy. The first song I bought from them was not really a guy. Like, you know, I didn't have the money to get the album.
Oh, I've got Welcome to the Family right here. Hell yeah. Save that for
Yeah.
later. Okay, so is everybody ready to go? Yeah. Sorry, it took me a little bit longer.
You know which one that is, right? Oh my god. Yeah, my blow.
Happen. Listen,
But,
then,
yo,
so
you,
now that I'm gonna go back to all this again. So, listen, Outlaw, do you have all your stuff set up and ready to go?
Yeah, I guess so.
Matt, do you?
Yes, I do.
Temp, do you?
Yep.
Jack, do you?
in the dark and waiting on the... Yes, I'm here.
Nothing. Listen, so I'm trying to... Okay, now, I'm trying to... where everyone is. Outlaw, you're just casually walking on the ship.
I'm in mid bay.
Listen, Matt... Oh, it's like, yeah, Temp, you're healing in the med bay. Listen, Matt, your character's dead, so you're starting a new one with the general.
Yeah, I've just met the general.
Jack, you're also in the med bay because you, listen, rolled a 1 out from having an orgasm over your newfound weapon and ended up landing on a sharp rock, nearly fracturing your skull. Well, my bad,
Again.
he fractures.
Yeah, I
Bone
remember.
manipulation
That's
is
how that happened.
Yeah, but
Yes,
because his bone manipulation, his fractured skull
Hell
was
did I
good. He
miss?
rolled a 1.
I'm gonna be 100% with you. From that campaign last night, I was so tired I only remember bits and pieces of it.
I don't blame you. It was like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it did get pretty late.
It always gets late. That's how you know it's a good one. Alright, first we'll start off with, first we're going to start off with Matt, with his new character, because we're going to try to get him back to the, squad. Alright then, from the last session, we ended off on him starting his new character, and listen, he was so built up with rage because, because before all this, he was kidnapped, and then woke up here. The year is like 2400, I think it was.
Yeah, something like
So,
that.
so about 4 years almost into the future, and he was so pissed off because he was about to kill another victim.
Victim number
another patient.
208.
Victim number 208, but unfortunately he's only on 207. But then right before he killed it, like everything just went black, and he was so built up with rage that he was not able to finish his kill. That's where he learned about his metal power. He stretcher bed that was in the corner that reminded him of the one the same patient was on was just so happened to be right there, which he then crumbled into a ball because it was made out of metal.
Oh man, he's literally Magneto.
No, Magneto had electromagnetism powers, which is a lot more dangerous.
Also, I almost forgot to ask Matt. 110, 11, 20 evens odds. I need to know this.
Evens. I always go evens.
Evens?
Yeah.
Should have fell. Oh. Alright then. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Okay.
Then,
That happened last night too.
listen, now, listen, as the general's just the general, he was just an old badass dude. Listen, just then standing over. Well then, that's new. So, what's your name?
Adam. Gray.
Ah, hello, Mr. Gray. You have now been signed up to the military. Congratulations. You also seem to have special powers, so I know right where to put you. We lost contact with one of the previous, so you're going to fill her spot.
Okay. No, well, you said military, right?
Yes.
Okay, you can continue.
Well, and welcome to the Domarian Empire. Now then, please follow me. Listen, right this way. Do not mind the bloody bodies, and the
Oh, I was a
test
nurse.
tubes that still have-
This is nothing.
Okay, good. Even better. Please do not notice the dead, mangled bodies on the floor. Watch your step. And also do not mind the biological, freaks, monsters, and all other in the sense what the fuck that is, over in the other test tubes.
Looks like fun.
Then, as you're then walking by, listen, I'm going to make you see if you roll to trip over a dead body. You stumble, but you're able to catch yourself. Listen, he then brings you over to the elevator. Listen, once you get over to the elevator, listen, you notice, listen that, listen, you just see this giant ass spike, listen that is made out of pure bone, and that seems just will not move. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that, are you? And the whole time you're just asking yourself, what's that weird ass smell? It smells like pregnant. It smells like pregnancy hormones. Oh, so by the way, that's an egg. Don't crack it.
Wait,
Wait, if there's
that's
an
an
egg at
egg.
us?
No, that's an egg.
Yes, it's also a weapon.
Also, Matt,
Good
you have
to
super
know.
smelling.
No, that could just be no.
Oh no, it's just
It's
standard
just
hormones.
strong,
It's strong and
strong.
it's
It's just strong.
It's giant. Yeah, it's really strong. The thing's fucking huge. All right, how do you think go back
They
up?
shot
How do you
a
think
fucking egg at us?
Yes, he was. The intention
I
was
told you
for it to grow in our bellies like alien.
yeah, basically, like if it was gonna pierce you, it was gonna drain your life to sustain its own. Now then,
And it grazed you, Tim.
yeah, it almost got you. Listen, then afterwards, listen, as you're then going up the
I
elevator, you
honestly
then
want
go
to see if he
into
adapts to it.
into this large open scene. Just blood, guts, listen, mangled bodies everywhere. You notice one pile with a large black singe mark in a small crater. It looks like a grenade went off. Yeah. Listen, yes, listen, our new local loot pool. Please, listen, make your way. Choose whatever you like, whatever you want.
Okay.
Give me something. In this part, I will always walk you through it to see, so that way you may listen, kind of specialize what you would like. First, I'm assuming, of course, you're gonna want the clothes that comes with it.
Yeah.
What kind of weapon? What kind of weapon are you looking for?
I always wanted to do this explosive expert. There's something that goes boom.
You want to? Okay, then. What are your stats?
What kind of nurse are you?
I have a 20 in strength,
fun
endurance.
kind.
I have a 20 in strength, endurance of 10, agility of 4, dex of 20, intelligence of 17, perception of 16, and charisma of 10.
Okay, then. So you're going for a demolitions expert. Let's see how well you roll for this. Yeah. As you're then going through the pile of dead bodies, you find listen, a rotating grenade launcher. However, as you then pull it, the front sight nicks something. All you hear is a small metallic clink.
I toss the thing as far away from me as possible and dive to the right.
Then, as you then throw it through the air, you then notice a grenade got caught onto the front side of it that goes flying through the air, destroying the weapon, and other shrapnel coming at you. Let's see. None of it hit you. However, the general was then laughing his ass off. Second one today. I still remember my first grenade pin. Memories.
Damn, he has a good memory.
Let's stand up. And yeah, still wants explosives. So.
Then you're on try and roll again to find another thing of explosives. Let's see if there's another explosive map. As you're then searching through the pile of dead bodies, as the other soldiers that are still over there cleaning up, kind of sorting through, you notice, one dead body seems to still have a little bit of warmth to him. I think, this must have been one that came a little bit later, in the outbreak. He sit up against the wall once again with a rotating grenade launcher. Decked out, with a grenade bandolier, the standard all black SWAT team shirt and pants, combat boots, and the tack rig. And also a full encompassing helmet, not just a helmet, but an all entire. Not still a helmet, just it covers your whole face basically.
Damn, General, don't give a fuck.
The general, as you then walks up, poor bastard. I thought, yeah, fuck it.
Still doesn't give a fuck. Sunny because it doesn't care.
I'm also looking for SMG, you know, like an Uzi.
Let's see. You find nothing at all, and it seems like there's really nothing else of value here. Listen,
I'm gonna check how many grenades I have.
Yeah, check on that natural one.
let's see. The thing itself, listen, it holds 6 shots. Listen, because it's a rotating one, and listen, inside, you find a couple other ones laying around, so you have 12 on the side.
Okay. 40 mil or 20 mil?
20.
Okay.
It basically just means that it flies a lot farther.
Yeah.
Damn, Shadow is Shadow is ready.
Yeah. Okay, that's about it after I put on the clothes and everything.
Nothing. Listen, after all that, listen, you then casually, also check the general chat for you. Listen, as you then, walking through, on the
Nice.
Explosive man. Listen, nice. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Always fun to have a bit of bang to your buck.
Listen, and with the terrible puns. Well done. Terrible puns. Woo.
Oh, it could have been worse. It could be so much worse.
You then hop back onto the elevator. He brings up, to the main front desk area. He says, "Also, by the way, this is Axe 4 Labs. Say hello and hope you never say goodbye and hope you never have to say hello again." Because on the floor you see just this massive alien looking spider fucking thing with the same colorings as the quote-unquote egg that was still lodged into the elevator. You then notice that half of its face has been blown off and it's just kind of laying there dead.
Is it bad I want to dissect it?
I wouldn't, because from one of our scientists, there may still be live eggs inside of it.
Why the hell haven't you just scorched earth this thing yet then?
We've tried.
Whitewash it.
Put it in temp, he'll adapt to it.
Lasers, everything, nothing?
The only reason why that face is gone is because, like I said, it was still alive. Now, over time, rigor mortis is set in, and the thing is now about as stronger than fucking steel. We've tried thermite. Notice the black mark on its leg. That's all it did. It was a singe it. I could wipe off the fucking soot.
Oh, I guess volcanoes aren't a thing in the future.
Alright, then. Listen. While you were getting your loot and trying not to get blown up, I already called it a no shuttle. It should soon pick you up and bring you to the SWAT. Then, your current mission is to liberate the planet. Some of the biological outbreaks that broke out before you have occupied. We need them to either help us or be gone. I don't care which one you do. Just get it done.
Okay.
Almost on perfect timing, a dropship comes flying in, is to come and pick you up. You must be Adam.
Yep.
Alright, hop in. Let's go, fucker.
Okay.
As the general then waves you off, he then says, "Bring sunscreen and don't die."
Let's not get bored with him too.
Ship gets ambushed by Klingons.
You just don't like nurses. Why? Every time.
you're gonna say something, I will use it because like, hey, that's a good idea.
I love how a lot of times it's the shit I say that triggers the dice rolls, though. Not what y'all say, just me.
Yes, because the majority
You
of the
just
shit that
say
you try.
you say something, and then I just
Yes,
feel
because the majority
wrong.
of the shit you say is something that like, hey, be like a really bad event. Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, my stuff is constructive. Matt constructive to him, or would hurt me. Sense is a bad situation for everybody.
It's just one big circle of fuck you. Oh, then.
More or less, more or less.
That is
Yeah,
catchy
like-
as the circle of life, Elton John.
Yep.
Hey.
Like,
Hey,
this isn't the circle of life. This is the circle of natural selection.
Hey, who's seen Kingsman: The Golden Circle?
Nope.
Not yet. We're getting off topic.
Nobody's seen that movie.
Then no one knows how Merlin went out like a boss.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see it, but I'm not paying for it.
Yeah. Not yet. Not excited. Now then.
Okay, that's good.
Alright, now then, we are now going to continue. We now go over, listen to temp. Listen, temp, you are now waking up you're now waking up in the med bay. Listen, as you didn't blink, your eyes are thermal. You start blinking very rapidly, going to night vision, then regular, then thermal.
Shadow. I'm sorry, go on.
Listen, as you then start a little bit more too, and whenever you blink, it doesn't change.
Like Shadow, that whole thing.
I got.
Yeah, the augmentation got put in.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. It's not oxygen. I meant heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I was figuring he just be going through that until he just looks at Doc and sees his heartbeat, just like, wait, oh, there we go.
Jack's still laying in there, right?
Yes,
No, I'm
yes,
not.
he is.
Fuck.
I would like to try to switch to heartbeat.
This is equal to rape, Shadow. This is equal to rape.
No. We both know that's not true.
As you then lay there, you're just kind of looking around, trying to get the idea of how the new shit works.
It's organ rape.
You're then able to blink, toward one eye. Your left eye, is in heartbeat mode, while your other one is in thermal. Or would you like to be in regular?
I would like it to be in regular.
Alright then, you now can see regularly and have the heartbeat.
I'm just staring at Jack, and I say, soon, precious, soon.
At that moment, you then you notice his heart start beating slightly faster.
Don't let it eat my heart.
Not moving, not changing my eyesight or anything.
I love that, Jack. Let it.
Not like looking away or anything. I say, Doc, you stab her heart.
Yes. Not allowed to happen until I'm done with it.
But I'm hungry.
Go eat the other that you brought back.
Don't let it
Doc,
eat
you're
my
a
heart.
genius.
Yeah, you have about out of character. You have about 16 pounds from the first one, and probably a good 19 from the other.
You're not
Okay, I'm gonna go
hungry
eat.
for a
I'm
while.
gonna go start cooking the heart that I didn't take a bite out of.
Alright then. Make your way to the kitchen.
I'm eventually going to die.
I just need to make sure.
Alright, now then, Jack, and now move over to you. Jack, you then wake up. You still have, however, were strapped down. The doctor's looking at you. The doctor's like, well, good morning. Also, thank you for more samples. You're free to go.
Perfect prey, strapped down with a nice juicy heart.
Okay, listen, Shadow. I'm going to enact what I was talking about, and we can roll and see if I return back to normal. Yes?
You're just fine. I already told you that.
Shadow, please. This is I'm asking.
You're on
for
your
this.
fourth concussion. Your bone heals the moment it breaks. If you get one more concussion, then maybe. If not, I'm going to start making it to where you start suffering penalties to your actual stats. You'd be lucky I haven't yet.
Don't do that, man.
Hey, realistically, you should have some. Okay. Last session we stated some real life knowledge. I know a dude who had 4 concussions in the span of a month from football. Last time I saw him, he had no hearing out of his left ear, and he was classified as mentally retarded.
Well, realistically, we can't shoot bones out of our hands. But look what's going on.
Realistically, I don't think Doc.
One.
Realistically, Doc wouldn't be an actual doctor, but here he is.
Realistically, Doc would be in prison.
Realistically, even though you have bone powers that allow you to fix your bones, regenerate your bones, and make bone claws, that doesn't mean that it would heal your brain and you would still have brain damage.
Realistically, what I'm talking about.
Realistically, all of us would die
Realistically-
trying to avoid the plasma grenade at the beginning of the game would skin our balls. So
That's true.
Listen. Realistically, I was advocating for brain damage, just a different kind.
Why?
Wait,
You
what
know
kind
what?
is he advocating for?
At this point, I'm gonna roll real quick. If you get 16 or higher, if you get 18 or higher, shut up. If you get 18 or higher,
You're trying to make me retarded. No.
If you get between
Let him talk.
14, if you get between 14 and 18, you're gonna have something fucked up with you, some kind of disability. If it's 14 or below, I'm giving you a -1, if not a -2, if it's 5 or below, to whatever stat I feel like.
Everyone here who thinks they might be retarded if you do that, Shadow. I'm telling you.
I don't give a fuck.
There's nobody here but us right now, Jack, and I'm sorry.
Love to get salty.
You've
Listen. I'm gonna mute you guys for a second.
quit muting people, dude. We're trying to stream every time you mute.
Come on.
You
It
can't.
doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter if we hear you or not. All it is we hear a one-sided conversation that's stupid.
Jack, I mean, you get 16. Listen, you're right about where you need to be. So, instead, you're just fine. Just that the problem is that now your eyes are a little bit more blurry than usual.
Damn, dude.
You want brain damage? I'll make you start slowly going fucking blind.
I don't want brain damage. I just wanted to change the personality. Was all I was asking for.
No, you can do that by yourself.
All right, that's what happened.
Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. You be whoever you want to be. Now then. Also,
Now, Jack, you gotta seriously quit
guys,
muting us if it's not like a private thing about your character.
Yeah. Also, another thing, guys. Whenever up on GTA, add a character on GTA 5, you don't have to get up and actually walk around. You can just move around your camera and look around.
I don't know. Trust me,
Oh, yeah.
it didn't do that for me. It just increased. It went from 13 minutes to 10 minutes. For me, it bugs me.
I just got up
no.
to walk around because I wanted to go catch something real quick.
All right, now then. Now we go over to Outlaw. Outlaw, you've been walking around the ship. Listen. On the ship, you have found the med bay, the mess hall, the barracks, the captain's quarters, the weapons control center, and the armory, and also the storage bay.
alright, I think
Is
I'm
there
gonna
any
go to
place-
the med.
You're gonna go to the med bay, okay. Also, Jack, by the way, you're still in the bay. Are you going anywhere in particular?
I turned to the doctor.
Right. You're looking at me like you want something.
I just wanted to know what I'm doing here.
Fuck you mean? You know exactly what you're doing here.
Don't though.
Well, it's not my job to tell you. You can find it out for your fucking self.
Okay. Can you unstrap me?
Oh, yeah, my bad. He then goes and unstraps you. Alright, now go. Shoo. I have experiments to work on. Shoo.
I need to find the captain. You wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you?
At the front of the ship.
Thanks. I'm sorry, what's your name?
Overlord. Overlord, but everyone calls me Doc.
Thanks, Doc. I'll
I'm
keep
really
that in
surprised
mind.
that Doc didn't mention that.
I'll keep that in mind, Doc. Have a good one.
There. Well, he just kind of gives you a very confused look. Okay. Listen, and as you then walk out of the door, then slams behind you. Well, listen, with multiple locks going off behind you, then one loud clung, listen, of a physical board or blocker, and then you start hearing the revving, of a high-speed motor.
I'm not even, no. I'm just gonna keep walking and doing what I was doing.
Then now I'll go over to Outlaw. Outlaw, you're going over to the medbay, correct?
Yep.
Alright, as you then walk, you then pass by Jack's character. Do you wish to do anything?
I am going to stop and greet him.
Listen, well, greet him.
So, hello there. I don't believe
What's
I've
up?
seen you before. You haven't been part of the squadron I was assigned to, would you?
I believe so. What's
Also,
up?
Outlaw, move the mic closer to you if you can, because I can barely hear you.
I believe so. What's up?
Is this better?
Yes.
Much. Perfect.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Oh, nothing much is up. Just taking a look around the ship, as it were. I don't believe I've introduced myself. How rude of me. My name is Thomas. Or Tom. Tom Foolery, at your service, sir. And whom do I have the pleasure of meeting today?
Jeff.
Jeff?
Yeah.
Nice
to meet you. Nice to meet you, Tom.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, Jeff. I'm not going to lie, I was expecting something a bit more colorful from this setting. But, hey, mundane's perfectly fine with me.
Hey, is that because this character was black?
No, it's because all he heard is tiny and a bunch of other stuff.
He did meet Jack before this, but though now it looks he's like, what the heck is going on by Jack? So, alright.
Well...
So, continue.
Well, sir, if it isn't too much trouble, do you think you could tell me a little bit about what we're supposed to be doing here? I sort of woke up naked inside of a test tube, was told by an elderly man who I am convinced is now chugging steroids in a back alley somewhere, that I had a mission to complete, and quite frankly, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
The fucking general.
Well, join the club. I'm just getting off of I'm just recovering for some condition by the doctor. You could go talk to him, but he's preoccupied. I'm on my way to talk to the captain, though.
Please tell me none of these people are going to have an obsession with staring at my balls.
What kind of question is that?
It's a long story.
One you can't answer for certain.
Well, I mean, I can't.
Even I can't answer that one.
I can't answer for them, but I wouldn't.
No, you can't, because I might just make my character do that.
Well, alright, it was a pleasure meeting you. I think I'll continue and ask the doctor a few questions.
Alright. Take it easy.
You too, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's what I can go in the first person.
Yep.
Alright, as you, we're still on Outlaw. As we then go over to Outlaw, listen, he then walks up, listen to the medbay door. He then tries to open it, but notice that it's locked. All he's still hearing is the speed of a high-pitched motor with the sounds of electrical shocks.
I decide to knock on the door and say, hello, I was informed that there was a doctor here. I believe I have some questions that you might be able to answer, considering I just saw you piloting some sort of giant battle mech.
The locks that quickly, and he
Jeez, what the heck is that?
That ain't mine on this one.
Listen, but then afterwards, listen, Freddie, you then hear the sound of something retracting, and listen, and a loud scream. Listen, the door then opens. Listen, the doctor is just finishing up putting on a lab coat. Yes, Tom, I think it was. How are you?
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, perfectly fine. And please, Tom was my father's name. Call me Mr. Foolery.
Then, whatever you say, Mr. F.
So, I couldn't help but notice whenever you were coming back that delightful-looking battle mech of yours. You see, back on, well, the planet that shall not be named, I was quite the arms dealer, and I know my weapons when I see them, and I can tell that was a fantastic specimen you managed to bring in. So tell me, what can it do?
Motherfucker, you from Planet Voldemort?
He's from Planet Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Actually,
I'm from
so
Planet
your favorite
Popeyes, you
planet, Jack?
racist.
Damn it, outlaw.
Okay, first off, that's country, but whatever.
Listen, fuck KFC. This shit's nasty. But
That is a racial slur, sir.
tell me I'm wrong. I never said I didn't like fried chicken. I
Wrong.
said
That chicken was
KFC.
made by slaves.
KFC to me is just nasty.
We can cook.
But now then, listen. He then gives you a confused face and just goes, Just find out, just with a just crooked ass smile. I'm still finding out for myself. So far, for all I know, is it has a large, saw arm, and the other one, I'm still working with the armory, trying to have him manufacture, a more of a ranged weapon for it.
Is that so? Well, you see, the reason I'm asking is actually, I'm a businessman at heart, you see, never been much for the military type. And what I would like to do, in order to contribute to the team as it were, I want to create an empire, you see. One that will not only liberate this planet, but allow us to own it. The General will never have to worry about a thing again. All we have to do...
You are evil.
This is the reason why out of game. This is the reason why me and Al became such good friends in high school, is because we both have the same fucked up mentality.
what's the charisma on your character?
High as hell.
Yeah, Al, what was your charisma?
Hey man, what's your charisma? High as hell.
It's like...
What was it, like 16 or 17?
It's 13 plus 1.
Oh wow, that's a lot lower than I
yes.
thought it would.
Hey man, how tall are you?
Character or actual?
Yeah.
Character.
Don't let 'em see your
Character
heart.
is 5'10".
Assume,
Damn it, I was hoping you were 7 foot damn.
imagine. Assume everything is about your character or in character, unless it is said verbally out of character. Always assume it's in character, because another thing, if you do not say out of character and then talk, I will assume it's in character and make your character talk.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the first.
Wow,
Also,
hang on a
something
second. I just
very
realized
important.
Go on.
Something very important. When you greet these people, you always greet them going, hoo-ha! Hoo-ha! Understand me?
I'll consider that.
Don't.
So you always greet them.
Don't.
They're multiplying.
Continuing on the dump.
They're like buddies.
I just realized something. I have a 20 in charisma.
Yeah, but
I
no,
haven't
every single time.
Never talk.
Yeah, but every single time you talk, it's usually I want to fight.
And it's like, well, your charisma obliges.
And there was something into a fight.
Don't worry, man.
You're
That's
a
kind
fuck
of-
slut.
No. The correct term is pain slut. This right, it has to be.
Oh, he's a submissive.
I knew he had. I knew he had a. I knew he had a DM. I knew he had some kind of freaking word for it.
So,
yourself, man. No.
I think so. So,
where were we?
let's continue.
Out of character, where were we? I think I was talking to the doctor about
Yes.
what I wanted to do with the mech.
What you want to do with the mech is saying that, like, you want to start an empire.
Oh, yes, Doctor, you see, the General did describe to me my mission, and I do intend to fully complete it. After all, be it far from me, a humble arms dealer, or ex-arms dealer as it were, to deny this planet the freedom it so deserves. However,
Okay, who keeps breathing though, Mike?
I think that's
No, you.
You can hear mine partially because it's my mic can my new mic picks up my breathing a little.
Nah, okay. Alright, well, I will let it continue. Elvin.
You see, that mech appears to be incredibly powerful, sir. And
Yes,
I
it's
have
mine.
a bit
Yes,
of a...
I know, and it's mine. Don't fucking touch it.
Oh, I'm not asking to have it, sir. All I'm suggesting is, in order to gain... What is your standing with the General as it is now?
I used to be his personal, doctor.
So he thinks quite highly of you and would trust your opinions?
Listen. Yeah, I'd say he would.
Did he, out of character, did he say yes? Because, like,
Yes.
Yes.
alright. Well, in that case, you would be very, very helpful in this regard. You see, after researching that mech, may I make a suggestion? Once you find out everything that you can about that mecha, why not tell the General? Have him see if he can't reproduce it. What? Think of it like this. I sound
Wait,
what?
Your character sounds aroused, and I'm scared. That's nothing good.
Just wait until tonight, honey.
That wasn't that. Huh?
Allow me to make a suggestion.
Long dick stuff.
It's not good.
My dear doctor, if you were to tell the General and have him reproduce these mechas if at all possible, I want you to imagine this beautiful scene. This entire planet being liberated by an army of mechas flying across the sand, destroying all who dare to oppose our freedom. Isn't that beautiful, sir?
That's a good idea, but I wasn't going to ask the General.
I could have medical malpractice with a mech.
Oh my god.
Truly a sight to see. I could be the leader. I could be the commander of it.
Oh, yes, you could, sir. And who...
Better yet, a god.
After all, who better to lead the army of liberating mechas than the man who researched and developed them himself? What is your name, sir?
Call me Doc.
Yes, the Grand Master of the Mecha Legion, Doc. The harbinger of destruction to all of our enemies.
Listen.
Heralded by
listen.
the great general himself. And all I'd ask in return is for you to help me acquire a few materials whenever I ask. Nothing major, just enough to make a small bow. For the huntsman, you see.
Don't tell him, no one tell him.
Unless he's dead. Quite frankly, because like I've been out of it for a week.
No, it's not that. You know what? Listen. Okay, yeah, no, technically. You know what? I will be. Fine. Forget for story reasons. I won't tell him anything.
Thank you.
Yes. Quite nice. Quite nice there, Doctor. Now, if there's anything you ever need of me, all you may need is ask, and I shall do everything I can to help you. After all, what kind of businessman doesn't offer something in return for hard work?
Fair enough, fair enough. However, listen, as you can tell, everyone here has some kind of superpower. The only thing I ask is is a sample of your tissue, blood, and possible bone.
Well, I can definitely do blood and some tissue. However, the bone might be another issue. Would you do anything that would cripple me?
Bone marrow, bone marrow.
Oh,
No, don't worry.
yes.
It shouldn't cripple you.
All right, well,
Ask him about his license.
just get the minimal amount that you need. That would be no problem, surely.
Listen, alright then, maximum it is. Would you like to be knocked out with painkillers, or my special method?
Hold up, you said maximum.
No, I said minimum. Trust me. I wouldn't lie to you.
I just imagine Overlord going like, trust
Doctor.
me, I'm a doctor?
Trust me, I'm a
what you're
doctor.
Alright, but there is one stipulation. If you find out what power, any kind of power I might have, please inform me. After all, being a mutant is something quite new to me.
Ah, alright then.
That was a
I
good
shall.
way to put it on, too.
Listen, alright then, I shall. Listen, please, right away, lay down on this table.
Oh, no.
Yes, Doctor.
Alright,
It's
now
funny
then,
because you're composed.
now then, before we do everything, would you prefer to be knocked? How would you prefer to be put to sleep? Standard medical ways. Or my own personal way that assures you that you feel no pain whatsoever.
Personal. Do it personal.
Be quiet, Tip. He needs to choose for himself.
What is your personal method?
If I tell you, if I told you, it doesn't have the same effect.
It's personal, dude. Why you getting in on his business?
Well, caution to the wind, personal it is.
Alright, now then, before we also start, I need to ask one more question. After this procedure, by any means of the fact, would you try to harm me?
Well, considering that we're business partners, probably not.
Ah, then that's all I need to hear. He then reaches over behind the desk, grabs an empty 1-gallon bottle of Jack Daniels, pure glass, and cracks you over the head, knocking you out instantly.
I roll. Can I
Yeah.
do a meta roll to see if I can say a bitch before fainting?
You wouldn't be the first.
You're able to very, very faintly say bitch. Listen, but then after now to roll for the bottle. It lives.
Oh my god, the bottle still lives! Okay, out of character, for those of you who don't know, that bottle has been used to hit just about everyone way too many times.
Okay, listen. Now that before we go on with this, now that I was knocked out and has now learned that, and I have learned the sad truth about the doctor is not technically a doctor. He has no license whatsoever. He used to be a scientist for Axford Labs, and he personally worked on every single person in all the characters and stuff like that. He has personally worked firsthand with every single one of their bodies and helped generate and make some of their powers. Listen,
I knew.
however,
Specifically, Miss Black, we know that one
Yeah.
for sure.
the original character first original character, Miss Andrea Black, she was his own personal test subject that he decided he wanted to take first hand on. Everything else is he kind of threw in here and there.
Kind of a vibe going there, but okay.
However, Miss Black is the only one who knows about this. You all cannot metagame. You know this now.
She's dead.
I'm talking about the rest of y'all, since y'all know this out of character.
I was there when he said that, wasn't I?
Nope, no.
Nope, actually, no, you were, but you were out cold.
Yeah.
Bone marrow, man, bone marrow.
It was now back to the bottle. The Jack Daniels bottle has been used since the very start of the game to that Jack originally stole to bribe the doctor into not making him owe a favor of how many times he had to heal him.
Actually, I
Sometimes
originally gave him the bottle because as a sorry present for making him having to do the surgery on both Temp and Jack after the concussion.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, Jack did also bring him. Jack also did bring him a bottle of Jack Daniels one time.
Yeah.
My bad, different bottle. But though yes, listen, because Miss Andrew Black knocked them both out, and the doctor was so pissed off because he didn't feel like having to do some brain surgery, he brought him some Jack Daniels to make him feel better. This same bottle has been used to knock Jack out, God knows how many times. Knock, I think Temp out once. I'm not sure about Black.
Yeah,
Black,
this is the first time, the time I died was the first time I ever really spent any time in the med bay.
Yeah. Yes. And then also,
I don't remember ever getting knocked out.
I think there was like one time, but that's the reason why it's hard to tell. I think it was only
Our
one time.
fight, but it wasn't by the doctor.
And then afterwards, it also knocked out multiple NPCs. Listen, and one of which, he was walking onto the ship because they were able to convince him to come to the ship. And the moment he walks around the corner, the doctor just yells out, "You fucking cunt!" and cracks him and instantly drops him.
That bottle
That
is more
bottle.
dangerous than all of us combined.
That bottle has seen more blood than an IV bag.
Maybe even the doctor. Okay, that's a lie.
Jack, he used it on you. Think before you act. He didn't feel like grabbing his hammer, so he used it to break open your ribs.
I remember that. He even used it to knock me out one time, but didn't. But
Oh no! Did we tell him about the donkey punch?
Yes, donkey punch of the heart. Well, did you
Yeah.
donkey punch of the heart?
Oh yeah, no. To explain that,
Yeah.
I was playing with my powers, and considering I could manipulate electronics, I just made the heart monitor go a little wonky for a bit, and you watch the doc go over and donkey punch him in the heart as a response.
Instead of giving him a defibrillator because he was scared, he was concerned that maybe his heart was going into cardiac arrest, because the monitor system was going all fucking haywire. So the doctor looks at him, looks at the defibrillator, looks back at Jack, and his donkey punches the shit out of his heart, to restart it.
And that is when Jack learned he was not that Doc was not a licensed doctor.
He was not a licensed practitioner. He's not licensed in anything. The only thing he
What's
the only
medical
thing he's
school?
licensed- The only license he has is the license to kill.
I'm a more licensed doctor than the Doc is. My new character is.
Yes.
I have at least a medical. I at least went to medical school.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do actually.
No, they don't.
Yeah, yes, they do.
They don't.
The nurse did. Some nurses did. With the patients he was working with, he had to. Because
Yeah,
he was dealing firsthand.
I was dealing with cancer patients, geriatrics, and around the end of before I got kidnapped, I was working in the ER.
You need medical training to work with geriatrics.
Listen, no, but those some cancer patients, because he was the one in charge of doing, administering some of the drugs, actually
Yeah,
worked
that I can
some of the large,
understand.
working some of the large equipment, and all,
Okay.
and so the doctor giving diagnosis. Sometimes he would also have to do a basic diagnosis.
Like I'm going to school soon to be in medical associates, and I'm telling you that there's a. Never mind. Whatever. Okay.
I know a
Well,
dozen
that's-
nurses, dude. I can call them and get their answer.
So, all right, now then.
Just-
But now we're getting off topic again. Let us continue. Listen, outlaw. Listen. You then wake up sometime later. Listen, your leg is just feels like your leg shin just seems just to be in a lot of pain, and a large hole. With a band-aid over it. Listen, a little chunk of skin is also missing from the said same hole, and also right below that, in a vein, you notice looks to be almost depleted of blood. But though, whenever you wake up, though, you are extremely woozy, dizzy. You can barely see anything. All I noticed is that whenever you were looking at the dock, it seemed like you almost had 4 arms.
Let's see, there's a bits of my skin missing. I smelled Jack Daniels, my head hurts like all hell, and I'm fairly certain my bone marrow has been taken from me. Jesus Christ, it's like living with my father all over again. Doctor, are you in here?
Listen, listen. Immediately then afterwards, the 2 arms that seem to be coming from him retract back into him. He puts on a lab coat, kind of slaps you a little bit. Ah, you're awake. Yes, I'm right here. Are you okay?
No!
Well, perfectly fine aside from the gaping hole in my leg, and also, why the hell did you have 4 arms? Was that Jack Daniels bottle, or should I be concerned?
Trust me, that's the Jack Daniels. Trust me, that's from the Jack Daniels bottle. Listen, I hit you a little too hard, but hey, you didn't feel anything. You are a good patient. You didn't move a bit. Well, I almost thought you were dead.
Well, what exactly do you need those samples for exactly?
If I told you that, I would have to kill you.
Point taken. Well, if there's anything of interest that you can tell me, would you mind doing so?
Are you gonna have to kill the doctor?
It's for my own personal reasons. You forget, but listen, before I was a doctor, I was a scientist.
Are you gonna have to kill him eventually?
Quite. Now, should I be at all concerned about this hole in my leg, or will that patch itself up nicely?
That should patch up.
Nicely.
Well, if that's all, don't forget our deal. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm going to find my way to the armory. See if I can't find anyone else from the squadron there.
Yes, you should find Johnson. He's a local weapons expert. He can help you with any and all weapons. He might even be able to muster you up something. However, also once again, being businessmen, we had a deal. While I was poking around in your DNA, I found something very peculiar. Listen, it seemed, as if though, it was somewhat telepathic, but only towards animals.
So, a Beastmaster, huh? Well, that'll have to wait till later.
If you wish to call it that, yes.
You better not.
Well, this better... Well, I think that can wait for later. You said there was a weapons expert in the armory?
Yes, he is a local heavy weapons expert. He just got back from a raid, with some new weapons. There's no telling what he might have.
Come to Papa. I'll be over there shortly.
Oh, by the way, the stuff in my duffel bag would be going to Johnson, considering...
Yes, everything, all the duffel bags, unless y'all personally took it into your own inventory, all the duffel bags went into the inventory.
Has Johnson been told about her passing yet?
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, Johnson liked her.
No, he hasn't been told yet.
Oh my God! Let my character do it. I want to do it.
Don't give him the satisfaction. You're gonna break that.
Whoever gets there first. All right, now then. Now then, while you start making your way back up to the armory, as temp, we then go back to you cooking the heart. Alright, I'm assuming you're going to barbecue it and season it just like I did before. How do you wish to cook this one up? Temp.
Yes, sorry.
So barbecuing and season it just like the last one?
Oh yeah, barbecue and seasoning.
Alright then, let's see how well you do it all. I'm gonna do one roll to see how well it goes. Pretty damn well. Alright then.
Of course it does, because you see I'm not in combat.
Yeah. So you then go, have a nice little portion of something that could potentially kill anyone, but somehow not you. And you go over to the meth hall. Also, I just remembered something. You ate another piece of the heart. That means you have a slightly more. Your adaptation has become slightly a little bit stronger. Nothing noticeable. But listen, it didn't kill you. But you have a tiny bit more resistance to this heart now. So you're doing that. Listen, time to roll to see how
I'm
well
going to
it
be
goes down.
100% with you. I'm not doing this to try to do that, but thank you.
Yeah, well, this is actually no. This is your passive ability that does this. Now then,
Yeah, I know.
your next thing. As you're eating it,
What is my next thing? Oh, eating it. Okay.
as you're then eating it, it feels like fire going down your throat again. Listen, you feel like this may not. Listen, you may not have cooked it as well.
Damn it.
You may want to go see the you may want to go see the doctor.
Seriously,
How low
I'm
did
gonna
I
have to
roll?
tell the doc.
You're not gonna like that
Shut-
number, I tell you.
I
Okay,
have
we'll
a
tell
feeling
it
it's
to
going to
you.
be 4.
It was a 4. It was a fucking 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And here you are, not in Vegas.
God damn it. 4 just needs to be my lucky number. 4 needs to be my 20 from now on.
Yeah, sure. Alright, now then.
Hey, he agreed to it. Quick roll again.
Alright, now then.
You get 20.
Right,
Like,
there's
I
no
would
weed
maybe
in
wanna
this
go-
place.
Now we'll go back to Jack finally. Jack.
Wait, what did you say, Matt?
Why is there no weed in this place?
You not see all the cocaine everywhere.
But it won't let me store the cocaine.
We do the yeah, man, we do the good shit.
You know, Matt, I thought you made another joke. And we were just talking about how 4 should be his 20.
Hey, 420.
Ooh, gin.
Hey guys, hey, everyone come sit in this little living room. This little sitting area. It's really nice.
Whiskey
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I have a lot. I have a lot more poses I can fuck with. So, listen, now then, listen, listen, Jack, what are you doing now?
I was going to find the captain.
You then find your way, listen, to the captain. Matt, you're now flying over, listen, the base, listen, that they're at. As you're flying over, you just notice it's just a large, old ass, listen, an aircraft carrier. And you see a large black gunship on the main deck.
Just that's them?
Yep, yep. Listen, that's the Lucifer.
I love that name.
That's the name. Yeah, that's the name of the ship. It's
Oh no,
totally
he's got an Angel of Death tattoo on his right shoulder. So.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
I have a bad feeling with you. I think you. At least I'm not gonna say anything because I know if I do, you will. No, then continuing.
Oh no, I'd love to hear that one.
No, I'm not.
I always love new ideas.
Yeah, listen, my character right now. I'm not telling you anything.
It involves killing the doc, I'm sure of it.
I don't know. Listen, if you can kill a doc, I'd be jealous for us. That'd just be fucking y'all.
He's been taking our
Really
powers,
shocked
hasn't
by
he?
the doc.
He's been copying our powers, hasn't he?
Like I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So now then, continuing, you're now coming over it, Jack. You, however, what are you in the midst of doing?
He was going to see the pilot.
Ah, yes. You then come up. Listen to the captain's quarter, where Michael and David are both there. Just talking back and forth. Just having casual chatter. David then looks over on the corner. Hello there, Tiny. The fourth concussion it is now.
My name's Jeff, sir. You're the captain, right?
Yeah. What'd you
Right.
change your name to Jeff?
Right. What's that? Oh yeah, I hit a. I just salute. Uh, Jeff, reporting for duty, sir.
He oddly salutes back. What do you need?
I was hoping to figure out my orders, whatever they were. I seem to have forgotten.
We're
You said
supposed
concussion,
to.
right?
Yes. We're supposed to be liberating the planet?
Any plans, sir?
Yep, talk to the rest of the squad. You'd be better off talking to Cinnamon Jack or Miss Andrea Black.
All right. Any idea where they might be?
Last seen, they were in the med bay.
And these are my commanding officers, or
From what I could tell, everyone's kind of on the same even playing ground. It's kind of, y'all just kind of went with whosever idea wouldn't get you killed the fastest.
you just said I was in a concussion?
Yes, your fourth one.
Whose orders have I been taking?
Your own.
Technically your own and the general's.
Well, I was looking for input, and an esteemed captain, I would assume anyway, but you would have a better idea, right?
The best idea I have is just not getting us all killed. Y'all are kind of in charge of this. You're the one
More of a
powers.
guideline, isn't it?
More or less, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. I'll try to do that then, sir?
Happen as you were, as he then oddly salutes you back again.
I order arms and about face and march out.
David looks over to Michael. What the fuck? Now that we then go over to Matt's character. Finally, you landed in front of the ship. Listen, in hopping off the drop ship. Listen, good luck, Adam. Listen, wish you the best. Peace. And just walk
Peace.
off.
I make my way onto the ship.
You start making your way onto the ship. Listen, as you're then walking on, you then notice, you then notice all these odd, really tall, looking alien things just staring you down. One of which seems to be eyeing you down very intently. But what goes on about his merry way afterwards.
Okay, gonna have to ask that a questions. I'm gonna head to the med bay first, because that kind of fits my character's shtick the most. If the ship has a med bay.
Kind of. Whenever you get there, your PDA, although all PDA little AI things,
Yeah.
syncs up. Yes, yes, the med bay is this way, sir.
Thank you. And after this, I want to check out the armory. Kinda, yeah.
Then, listen, you then start making with the med bay. Whenever you get there, once again the door is locked. And now, all you hear, is just a lot of maniacal, muffled laughter.
Well, it just remind me of college. Okay, I bang on the door.
The maniacal laughter just instantly stops. You then you hear footsteps coming over the door. You then hear about a solid 6 locks get unlocked, and then a large metal pole get taken out of the door. Opens up. Hello, and who are you?
Name's Adam. I was sent to replace Miss Black.
Yes. Listen, hello there, Adam. Listen, and what do you do?
Well, before this, I was a nurse.
Wait. You're a nurse?
I was.
Yeah, I have an assistant. Yes. Alright, okay, continue.
And there's the other thing I did, but that's, well, you have no proof of that, so, yeah.
Wait, hold up. You look familiar. You're Adam Gray, is it not?
That depends on who's asking and if I'm being arrested if I answer that affirmative.
Ah, I've read your I've read your history on Wikipedia. Listen, supposedly you went missing, but I knew otherwise. Listen, number 207, about to be 208. Then you suddenly disappeared.
Little eye twitch and, anger flares up and something randomly metal gets crushed, please.
Like a random metal can, a little random metal can, on the counter, it just gets crushed into a ball, and tongue depressors go flying everywhere. Huh? So that's what you
He
do.
tries to crush the wrench but can't.
Bit of a sore spot with number 208.
Huh? So that's what you can do. By the way, you're picking that up.
Sure I am.
Alright then. So, well, there seems a little bit of bad blood. So, well, don't worry here, friend. There are plenty of opportunities.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Oh, yes you will. Yes you will.
So, what you doing behind the locked door? Anything fun?
You're not. Lots of fun. Something you're not allowed to know about. However, I do need you. However, if you can, this gives you a perfect opportunity to meet up with some of your other squad mates. If you would, please. He turns around and looks in just a blood-soaked heart. He says, "Please open up your hand."
Stick my hand out.
He then puts in hand. Please, listen. I do believe Cinnamon Toast Jack. Listen, he's in the mess hall. Can you please bring this to him?
Yeah, I'm heading towards. I'll get it to him after I go to the. What was it? The armory.
Alright then. Thank you. And don't worry, we'll be in touch.
Okay.
Alright, now then, listen, so...
After that, I head for the armory.
Now then, who's the last person? Alright, now go over to Outlaw. Oh, you're the last person I talked to, right? Or am I missing someone?
It was Temp, Jack, me, Outlaw.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to Outlaw. Outlaw, you have now reached the armory. Listen, in there, you then see this large 7'5", man, all in camouflage, a tactical gear, working on what would appear to be, a large ass, receiver for a cannon.
7 foot down.
My, they weren't exaggerating. You are.
Please, please move your mic closer.
This better?
Yeah.
My, they weren't lying. You are quite the tall heavy weapons expert. Hello there.
Listen, well, howdy. Listen, a new man of the squad? Welcome.
Yes, quite new. Probably one of the newest, in fact. My name is Tom. Tomfoolery.
Huh. Also, Temp, I think your light. I think you forgot to pay your light bill because your thing's just. No, never mind. It's daytime. Continue. Listen, the lights in your office started flickering off.
Yeah, it's daytime now.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't do that. Continue.
Well, you see, I just came from the med bay speaking to to the kind old doctor in there, and he's told me that you were the man I needed to see.
What do you need to see me for?
As I'm sure you're aware, he recently came into acquisition of a particularly interesting battle mech.
Yes. Listen, that's currently what I'm working on right now.
Yes, and I'm aware that you're probably working on some sort of long-range weaponry for it.
Yes. Listen. It actually transforms from a tank into a mech, and while it does have listen, the two autocannons on the wrist, he wants something like a bit more personalized, I guess you can call it.
Is that so? Now, I'm not quite sure how much he would appreciate me making you privy to a certain business idea we had in mind, but I think you might be interested to know. You see, I'm an arms dealer of sorts, or I was. And I have a very particular plan in order to liberate this planet from whatever tyranny it currently resides under. Of course, going strictly under the General's orders. You see, what if we made an army of these mechs? Imagine it, if you will. A maelstrom of metal and death raining down on our enemies. Nothing quite so beautiful. All with your insignia on every lock, stock, and barrel located on these magnificent mechanical monstrosities. Beautiful, isn't it?
I'm thoroughly beginning to like the sound of this.
Yes, and of course, I'm not going to pretend that this is all completely out of the goodness of my heart. I am a businessman, and all I ask is perhaps my own personalized weaponry, if at all possible. Nothing major, of course. I'm not a selfish man.
What in particular, Hyphen? Listen, I like this idea. Yeah, listen, you tell me, you figure out the specs and what I need to do. Listen, and I'll make it happen. However, what is it that you're looking for?
That I'm not quite sure of yet. You see, this is also part of another deal. I'm trying to build an empire. An empire built of weaponry and ammunitions. Something that only the truly enlightened will be able to appreciate fully.
Enlightened, I love that term.
You've been hanging out with the doc too much.
I only just met him.
You've been hanging out with them too much.
So I've been told. Now, I can tell just by looking at you that you're quite capable enough on your own, and my own suggestions would probably be paltry to what your brilliant mind could create for this mechanical beast.
I say you're pretty good at kissing ass. I like it.
You know, it's funny, the merchant out front said the same thing. Well, actually, I would like to know if you know anything about that arms dealer out there. How big is his empire, as it were?
What would
Hey,
listen?
listen, I'm not gonna leave GTA, and I have it set up so I won't get kicked, but I'm going to bed. I gotta be up early. I gotta be up early in the morning.
Alright then. Well, then we'll probably end the session here then. Listen.
Yeah, I just want to,
No, feel
we can keep. I don't know, it's whatever.
Feel free to keep going.
so
Y'all got
far?
enough. And to be honest,
I'm
other
enjoying
than
this.
eating her heart, I had nothing planned for today.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alright,
We'll probably,
I'm gonna leave
end
the
it off.
party, but y'all should be able to stay in my GTA apartment until y'all are done.
You can just turn it off. It's okay.
Okay. Good night,
So,
y'all.
like, out of
No, no.
character, like, how am I doing with these? Because I'm pretty new to these kinds
You're
of
doing pretty
things.
good. You're doing it more from a behind the scenes thing. All of them, what they do is they straight up are going head first as their character. You're doing it involuntary, which is going to be very interesting if this works out. Because if you can start building an army of mechs, that helps me with an idea that I already had made.
Also, like, I like the idea that I might... Like, how ironic would it be that I'm the weapons guy and what's your superpower? Oh, I can talk to animals. The one thing I'm probably not going to run into, although that does give me some ideas. So I have some ideas in my head now. Cause like, I'm guessing this is why you brought me on.
Hmm?
I'm guessing this is why you brought me on, because you knew I'd try and pull shenanigans.
Oh yeah, trust me. Listen. I wouldn't have just added someone who's just fucking gonna be boring and another quote-unquote character. Every one of you is somehow insane. Jack is hell bent on trying to fuck and/or find a way to in order to make himself stronger and more dominant than everyone else. Matt, he's just clinically insane.
Oh yeah,
Listen,
my first character, if you'd really like to know the full thing with this, from ages 1 to 14, she was in a Cthulhu murder cult.
Yeah. Listen, Temp, he is diagnosed clinically insane. IRL, yeah, listen, damn near. And then afterwards, then me as the DM, I learned from Tyler Harrison. He has made me evil.
That name sounds way too familiar to me.
Tyler Harrison?
I don't know, it sounds familiar.
He went to Pablo High School with me.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't know, it might just be I've met someone else with that name.
Maybe.
I've met too many people with similar names.
Alright, so. Yeah, we're gonna end it here tonight just for that sake.
Well, I wanted to tell Johnson Andrea's dead. And the fact that you gave me the heart makes it all the more amazing.
Oh God. Well, that's going to be an event for whenever Temp is here as well, because I'm not going to do that to him. Jack, are you still here? Jack?
Yeah.
We're cutting it short because Temp
had to leave.
Yeah, Temp had to leave.
Alright then. And so I guess everyone, if you want to, that will then conclude for tonight. For anyone who may or may not be watching, I doubt there's anyone is, but if you are by chance watching, I hope you all enjoyed. We do this, usually every weekend. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow night. It all depends if time permits for everyone.
Yeah.
It usually goes on, and it can start anywhere from 11 to midnight. However, if we do it on weekdays, which we normally don't, it can be anywhere from 12:30 to 1:30 in the morning.
And it ends usually around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Central Standard.
It just kind of ends whenever one person has to leave or whenever it ends.
I usually say 3 or 4 because usually I have to go by 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Hold on, let me check. Is there anyone watching this?
What's this? The one guy.
There's two people.
Shadow's mom.
One of them is me because I had it pulled up.
Okay, Matt
I
and
just
Shadow's
pulled
mom.
her up. Let's see. Well, it looks like there are some. It looks like there is one. Then who the hell else is watching this?
I have no idea.
I told you, it's a bad idea. Bad juju, you're inviting
Oh,
it. You're inviting
no, trust
it
me.
in.
I've had at least up to 17 people watching one of mine at a given time.
Hey, Alexa, hey, fuck it. Alexa, hey, fuck it. Well then, Alexa, there actually are some people here watching this. Then please, by all means, listen. Tomorrow, if we can, if time permits, we will all be doing this again. Please come join us. There's no, listen. Hopefully tomorrow they do something more interesting than just talking.
Yeah, because I feel like if we got in last session, that'd have been fun. The amount of fours would have been just.
Listen. Yes, last session, poor Temp. I think he rolled a total of 6 plus, if not 6 fours during a major boss fight. He almost died. Andrea lost a leg, and I rolled to see if he lived. The character did live, but though
I wanted him to die.
On trying to kill it, that in the end, listen, It was one roll that did not kill her, but instead turned her into a vegetable, which quote unquote pronounced her dead.
Yeah, good times.
So, all right then. Listen, well then I guess that then concludes the stream.
There we
Listen,
go.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.